Hello friends, welcome to MDCZ. After reading the title, you'll know what this video is all about. In this video, I'm going to break down all the crucial parts of the WandaVision episode 7. Who is the main villain? Who will be the mystery character from WandaVision? And so many other questions will be answered in this video. If you didn't watch WandaVision episode 7 yet, then please go and watch it. But before we start this video, let me tell you guys, this video is available in 3 different languages: English, Hindi and Marathi. The other 2 video links are mentioned in the description below, so you can check it out if you want, or you can just visit the MDCZ channel playlist section. I categorized all the videos according to the languages and content type. It will be very effortless for you to watch channel content in your preferred language. If you don't want to miss out on such daily Marvel and DC Universe related videos, then hit the subscribe button of the MDCZ channel and press the bell icon. Now without wasting your time, let's start this video. As per expectations, MCU didn't let us down. WandaVision episode 7 is mind-blowing. This episode clears that the season finale of WandaVision will be at least 1.5 hours long or 2 hours long if episode 8 will be a half hour long. Just like all the time, half of the details from my recent update videos and theories become true. We finally have clues on the main villain. Some of you who watched episode 7 might be thinking why I said clues. You might be thinking that they have clearly revealed that who is the main villain is. Don't worry, I'll talk about it in this video. I'm gonna start the breakdown now, so just go and watch episode 7 first if you didn't watch it yet. Just like I said in my last video, episode 7 starts from where it left us in WandaVision episode 6, where we can saw that Wanda's reality was started falling apart. Even Wanda didn't know why this all is happening. The only thing that important is Wanda is in a depressed state right now because of what she did in the last episode. Now if you watched it in subtitles, you'd know what that radio jockey said. He said that he hopes the kids whom he referred to as a ghost did return safely last night. He also said it feels good to see those creepy kids out once a year. It cleared out why we didn't saw any kids till now. Whoever has control over this reality is only allowing those kids to be out on Halloween's day. The rest of the time, that person is keeping them all in their dreams. I think they were in their sleep all along. Also, on the milk bottle, we saw a missing persons ad, a kid's ad. Now, who is that kid is another mystery for us, just like Agent Franklin. Until now, we don't even know what happened to him. On the other hand, the SWORD has established their temporary base where they were planning to attack Wanda's ex. Hayward is so desperate to get his hands on Vision or Vision's body. I have already told you the reason. He wants to weaponize Vision. He doesn't care about anyone else. According to what he said, it seems like they were preparing for a missile attack on Westview. On the other hand, just like one of the details that I gave you in my last video, Vision and Darcy teamed up to solve this problem. Vision helped Darcy to free her from the mental manipulation of Wanda. Then Darcy told Vision everything about him, like what happened in his life till now. Darcy also told Vision about Wanda's condition, how hard it is for Wanda to deal with Vision's death. Later, they tried to escape but they faced lots of obstacles. Someone didn't want them to go. Vision expected this and he was tired of this all, so he left off. Now, we finally knew that Pietro isn't the real Pietro, he is someone else. When Billy asked Wanda about their uncle Pietro and what he said about Vision's dying again, Wanda told him that he was not their uncle. So it's clear that he was being controlled by others who also put Pietro's memories in his mind. Now Agnes arrived and took those kids with her to her home so Wanda can have some me time for herself. Now those who watched this episode already knew that she is the big bad in this WandaVision. She is the one who is behind all this. But there's a catch guys, I'll explain it to you later. Now Jimmy got an email that Darcy sent him. According to that email, Jimmy and Monica knew that Hayward was actually trying to bring Vision online to weaponize him. And that's why he was so desperate to track him down. Just like I told you guys, nothing new here. They finally arrived at their checkpoint, but MCU still didn't reveal the aerospace engineer that Monica was talking about. I think they just wanted to blow everything that left off our minds all at once by revealing everything in the final episode. Now, just like I told you, Monica tried to cross Hex with their new truck and the truck didn't help her. Hex was too strong right now. Monica decided to cross it without any safety, and after lots of hard work, she succeeded in crossing that barrier. And finally, we got our first ever MCU mutant, Photon. Monica finally got her powers. Now, Monica met Wanda and tried to tell her Hayward's plans and tried to convince her to stop it. Before that, Wanda attacked her, but Monica had her powers, so nothing happened to her. It seems like Wanda was trying to understand what Monica was talking about, but suddenly Agnes appeared and interrupted their conversation. Now remember, whenever someone tried to convince Wanda to stop all of it, when Wanda started understanding it, Agnes interrupted that movement. The first time when she sent Pietro to interrupt Wanda and Vision's conversation, and the second time she did the same with Monica. Now, before going any further, let me explain to you what is that commercial is all about. Indeed, they have shown us a current depressed state of Wanda in this reality. They have also mentioned Nexus in this ad. Nexus is actually a cross-dimensional gateway. By using it, anyone can travel through all possible realities. By using it, anyone travels to their reality or reality that they wanted. All the side effects that they have shown us in the ad, we already seeing those in Wanda. Now, let's get back into the final part of this episode. Agnes took Wanda home. Monica followed them towards Agnes's house. Now, Wanda figured out about her missing children. She also spots a weird fly. Now you may think why I am saying this now. There's a reason behind it. It's related to the main villain. I'll explain it at the end of this video. Now, Wanda asked Agnes about the kids, so she told her they were playing in their basement. Wanda went to the underground basement which leads her to Agnes's witch nest. There's also a book of black magic spells. I think it's Darkhold, which has lots of powerful black magic spells. And the most powerful witch, Agnes, has this most powerful book. Here, the first time Agnes revealed her true identity as Agatha Harkness to Wanda and used some spells on Wanda. I think it was used to control her. And in the mid-credit scene, we saw Monica was checking the back door to Agatha's nest and suddenly Pietro appeared. Now, what I think is Pietro is either one of the missing person or a dead person whom Agatha brought back and put original Pietro's soul inside him. Agatha Harkness isn't the only one who is doing this all. Other members might be part of this plan. Now, some of you might have some questions about the kids, like where are those kids right now? I think Agatha handed over those kids to the devil Mephisto or kept them somewhere hidden until they became more powerful. Now you may think I am biased towards Mephisto. Let me tell you guys, there are some clues MCU gave us on him. And also, Paul Bettany ignores to answer the question on Mephisto related theory. Now, I'll tell you the clues that MCU mentioned only in this episode. First, that fly. Those type of flies is mostly referred to as devil's presence. And we all know MCU always focus such things on purpose. Also, there's a statue inside Agatha's nest. You can look at this image. Look carefully. We also saw this clue in one of the WandaVision's poster. Until now, I was confident on Mephisto, but I had doubts on Agnes. But after this episode, we have clarity on lots of things. Now, according to my thinking, the villains that might be part of this huge plan are Mephisto, Agatha, Grim Reaper and Nightmare. I am pretty confident on Mephisto and Agatha. And another one might be Grim Reaper. According to my theory, Mephisto is collecting his souls to make himself so powerful. Grim Reaper might help Mephisto to extract the souls from the living human body without their consent, which will be Billy and Tommy. Agatha will help Mephisto by keeping Wanda in that fake reality and handovering those kids to Mephisto. I am pretty sure Magneto is coming soon, just like Pietro. Also, we might see Wonder Man in WandaVision. I think Wanda, Vision, Doctor Strange and Wonder Man will team up to fight against the other villains. And that's why it's gonna be a massive fight in the end, where Wanda might lose Vision again. So guys, that's all I have on WandaVision episode 7. Let me know what you think about this episode in the comment section below. If you like this breakdown, please don't forget to like this video and share it with all Marvel fans. If you don't want to miss out on such daily Marvel and DC Universe related videos, then hit the subscribe button on our MDCZ channel and press the bell icon. Now, I'll see you in the next video. Till then, do whatever you want to do guys. Just be safe, don't hurt anyone and be happy.